Hey guys, what's up? What is going on? Welcome back to a new era. My name's Armando, aka LA Wells, and I got something good for you guys. I do apologize, I haven't made a video in a while, but this is gonna make up for it. So stay tuned.
It's that crypto. It's that crypto.
So what is going on, people? So what is going on? So sorry I haven't made a video in a minute. Just if you guys don't know, I have been doing YouTube videos, but not for this channel. I've been doing DC TV corresponding, learning how to do TA, technical analysis for cryptocurrency and tech and shit like that. So, reason why you haven't seen me on here is because I've been, on the grind as well. I have been on a little bit on the road. I did go to Atlanta this past weekend, and met up with the crypto community from the Bitcoin.pub, and the Patreon group and Discord members as well. But everybody's on the Bitcoin.pub, and pretty much it was a alpha yen.io alpha release party. Kind of like, oh hey, like this new product is going to come out pretty soon that people are alpha testing, beta testing now, and it's going to be legit. So I'm really excited about that. Many things to come. So pretty much, we went down to Atlanta. It was my first time flying. I never flown out anywhere, but it was a pretty good experience. It was kind of a crazy week, because I kind of just like FOMO'd into the trip, and kind of just decided to go last minute, last week, the week prior, and some stuff happened last week that was kind of like a crazy experience. So like about 2 weeks ago, I decided to go to the meetup. So I just like got my tickets on Saturday and Sunday, and then come Monday, October 1st, I ended up going to work, and I ended up getting laid off, and that was just like out of the nowhere, out of the blue, shit like that, type of shit. And you know, I don't know what the fuck happened. They're like, oh, we just no longer have work for you, or your position is no longer available. So come to little known. I was like, well, fuck it. I already just booked a trip. They did pay me off, my vacation time, which I did have a couple saved up, a couple of hours saved up, or a couple of weeks saved up actually, and they did pay me off for the severance. So that was cool. So I came home that day. I was pretty bummed out, but I was like, well, what can we do, right? I'm not gonna bitch and complain. I'm just gonna look for another job, temporary sponsor while I pursue my shit. And Tuesday, my dog got really sick, and I ended up having to take her to the vet, and unfortunately, she passed away. I took it really hard on Tuesday, 2 weeks ago, and it was very hard. I've had a dog in the past, and that dog wasn't, I didn't see maybe pass away, but was stolen from us, and it hurt, equally, but just taking my dog to the vet, and having to put her down because she was so sick, you know, um, was really a shocker to me as well. So, but I ended up going on the trip, which was this past weekend, October like 6th through the 8th, you know, 5th to the 8th, which was, really an exciting weekend. I like I said, I just wanted to get my mind off, losing my job, and my dog passing away, and so I felt like I wanted to go on this trip, to meet up with this alpha cohort group that I've been in for the past couple months. Part of the Bitcoin.pub community, like learning crypto, and not only learning crypto, but talking, just like, what do you want to do? How do you want to progress? How do you progress? Stuff like that. So I ended up going to the meeting and meeting up a whole bunch of people. It was pretty crazy. Like I said, it was my first time flying out. Went to Atlanta. Um, you know, I had already booked the room. I got my car, and just instead of taking the freeway to get to my room, which was like in kind of far away from the airport, I decided to take the back roads and take the streets to see like what's the city about, how like how everything looks, and it's the type of shit I like, and like how the hood is, and like just the backdoor stuff before I met up with this group that I've been working with for quite a while now, and it was cool. I loved the city. The city was great. It was amazing. Um, I really love your houses. Your houses just look beautiful compared to they look so old. Like I like the way the old houses look, and compared to LA here, everything wants to be so new and shit. But shout out to Atlanta for that. The pub meetup was great. I met so many people, like many like DC TV correspondents, were there, like Bit Native, Colin, Crypto Mom, Grilling with Guns. Everybody was just so awesome. Aside from all the other people that went, it was just like so many heads, like 60 people, like we were just all at this hotel, just talking our minds off, like different topics, talking AI, crypto, adaptation, TA, you know, um, shout out to CryptoLark's advisor, Mr. J. He was there, and a lot of cool people were there. Like we were just hanging out as groups. We were going to bars, and it didn't feel awkward like how you might feel meeting some strangers on the internet. This was just like felt completely natural, which was fucking awesome. Just meeting everybody. We're just having intense conversations in regards to politics, just everything, every aspect, every topic you think people could be talking about was probably like happening in that 3 day period that we were just all hanging out with each other. Um, I also like try to branch out and not just to stick to like one group and try to talk to as many people, but I felt kind of weird because I want to check out the city as well. I'm that type of person that if I'm gonna go anywhere like somewhere new, I want to check out the environment, right? I want to check out the city. I want to check out like the music scene, the hip hop scene, like if there's a rock scene, a cool rock scene, right? So, um, I didn't like on Friday when I got there. I got there pretty late. I got there like around 7 o'clock. Picked up my car, drove down the streets, went to the room, dropped off my stuff, and I didn't see anybody there at first from the crypto meetup. But when I left my room and I found this like hip hop show that I was gonna attend to, as well, I also wanted to come up on some cannabis because like I'm from LA and we got herb all over this area. When in Atlanta, the law is kind of tricky. Like well, it's illegal, first of all. So you can't get herbs as easy as you can in LA. So that was a mission when I got there. I was like I gotta come up on some herbs to make it the best weekend, and that was my mission. So I did. As I was leaving the hotel, I ran into everybody from the meetup, said hi to everybody, kicked it, grabbed a beer, and from there, like I did bounce to this place called the Basement in Atlanta, which was awesome. Shout out to the Basement in Atlanta and the Graveyard. Um, Ended up going there by myself, just to check out like how the hip hop scene was, the underground is right. And I found this shit on Facebook just like by looking at the local meetups and stuff like that, and it was really dope. Like I really dig the whole vibe of everything, and the whole just the music was not. I thought it was gonna be like all trapped out, right? Like it was gonna be like so trapped, but it wasn't like super trapped. They were playing like mostly 2000s, hip hop stuff. It wasn't like really like yeah. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I don't know. I did meet up some cool people. Like I met some cool people. We were like smoking out, drinking. I ended up finding a connect. I found a connect, and then like I ended up bouncing. not after like I kicked it for like 4 hours, you know, at that bar, you know, slash club or whatever it was, you know. But I did come up on some herbs, and you know, I headed back to the room, and you know, I called it a night. And the next day, you know, we're just kicking it with the whole crypto people, like everybody in the crypto group, you know, was like, again, we had breakfast, we had Korean barbecue, met up for lunch. We're like bar hopping in groups and just like talking, you know, like talking, like pretty much. We had this, not I would say like a banquet hall, like a small place in the hotel where the hotel just gave us. You know, they're like, here, you guys are a bunch of motherfuckers. Go in this room and talk whatever the fuck you guys want to talk. And yeah, like we're just in this room that we bought our own beer in. People bought their own drinks. Um, you know, we're just all having different conversations, random patches of different groups of like 5 to 7 people. You know, everywhere, just talking a range of different subjects, which is very interesting. You know, because you can't do that shit here. You know, like in LA, or you know, even if you do have friends, you really have to find the right group of people to have a great and serious conversation without people getting offended, you know, without people just like fucking shit, you know, like people will freak out now over the type of shit people talk about, and it's like this was awesome. And Sunday, you know, people went up to, you know, they went up to a car show. I'm a complete dumbass because I thought I was like too cool, and I'm like, I don't need sleep, you know, and then I overdid it on Friday and Saturday. I ended up oversleeping and not going to the car show, you know. So I did meet Peter on Saturday, but I wasn't able to meet Peter from DCTV on Sunday. But you know, it's all good. Shit happens, and you know, I'm not gonna like bitch and moan about it. Just move on. I'm still talking to him every day. Just talk to everybody every day. So it's not a trip, but I ended up coming back on Monday. But it was like a great weekend and shit like that. Um, it was a great, I would say it was exactly what I needed to get me motivated again, to get my mind back on this grind mode that I've been in, you know. And then now that I've lost my job, like, right, or my job was no longer available, right. So, like, what am I supposed to do? So it just got me motivated to just stand more on the grind, and which I am. You know, I'm just gonna be more on it. I'm gonna probably hop back into some habits that I used to have, which is like, you know, flipping stuff on Craigslist, and you know, things that I've talked about on this channel. Simply just try to make some extra cash since I don't have a job right now, and I'm looking for a sponsor, right, to pay my bills and all this shit, right? So that's what I consider a job, right? So I go to work 9 to 5 to sponsor me to do what I like to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah. So if you want to be my sponsor, go for it. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you guys, everybody, for watching, and have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button, and for sure, have a good one.